Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower, you can use them in every country, your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Bitcoins are generated all over the internet by anybody running a free application called a Bitcoin miner. Mining requires a certain amount of work for each block of coins. This amount is automatically adjusted by the network such that Bitcoins are always created at a predictable and limited rate. Your Bitcoins are stored in your digital wallet, which might look familiar if you use online banking. When you transfer Bitcoins, an electronic signature is added. After a few minutes, the transaction is verified by a miner and permanently and anonymously stored in the network. The Bitcoin software is completely open source, and anybody can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Let's look at some examples of how Bitcoins are already used today. You can purchase video games, gifts, books, servers, and alpaca socks. Several currency exchanges exist where you can trade your Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Bitcoins are a great way for small businesses and freelancers to get noticed. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, there are no chargebacks or fees, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy. For your first Bitcoins and more information, visit weusecoins.com.
At this time of unprecedented worry and anxiety, driven by a single virus, baffling the brightest minds in science, there are lessons that we can take from this global pandemic. We are all equal, regardless of our culture, religion, occupation, financial situation, or social status. It is reminding us that we're all connected, and something that affects one person affects another. It is also reminding us just how important family and home are. How providing for those we love is of critical importance, especially in times of crisis, and how difficult or even impossible that can become under certain circumstances. The world we know is going to change. There's no escaping that fact. One thing still in your control: what you do with your time. There's a tiny percentage of people globally that are completely free of debt, not beholden to anyone. And as incredible as that may sound, anyone can accomplish a similar degree of this success. With proper guidance, you can attain the same freedom and the same peace of mind to enjoy family and friends, regardless of what may be happening in the world around you. While real financial security is available to everyone, it doesn't happen on its own, and it's not easy, but it is absolutely possible for you. To learn what steps you can take today, and to make sure that you're numbered amongst those that are financially free, get back to the person that shared this video with you and take action today.
Blessings upon blessings to each and every one of you. If it is you don't know, my name is Nicholas Bagwandin, and I'm so excited to share this opportunity with you each and every time. All right, so alongside myself here is Mr. Kes James, with one or two other leaders from the Salim Mohammed's network, and we share this opportunity Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. The reason why it is I continue to reemphasize this fact is because of the value it adds into our lives. First, it continues to add onto our lives, and it is also going to add value to yours once you make that decision to get involved. All right. So this is why we share this opportunity. You're gonna hear why it is we share it. So let's get right into that. All right, so let's get into it. Some things you want to remember first and foremost is you have no referrals needed. All right, the second thing is no monthly subscriptions. The third is no mandatory meetings. And the last is just let the pros trade for you. So in the name, it is involved in the Forex market, all right? So with that being said, welcome to CFX or Cash Forex Group, where success in the global Forex market is just a few clicks away. All right. So yeah. So the company is involved in two trending industries. The first is the online learning industry, online academy, uh, and the other is the forex market, as I mentioned. So just comparing the different markets, the forex market is the largest financial market in the world. In the world, all right, and you're gonna get a chance to be involved in this through this platform, where it is you can be earning money every single week. All right, yeah, I said it every single week. So what about this Cash FX group is so important, is so valuable, is so hyped because it has people hyped all on the social media platforms. This is why the core values, transparency, honesty, and respect. If this is the first time you're on here and the first time you're seeing me, I am a preacher. Just a little bit about myself. And being a preacher, it helped me to appreciate values and standards. And so when it is I see that this company says that they has values, which is transparency, honesty, and respect to all its members, me being a part of this company over 13 months can see they delivering on this promise, they delivering on these values, they're holding up to these standards. All right. So this is very important, and this is basically to provide that foundation for a long-lasting relationship. The purpose for the company, however, is to provide the average person to get that financial success in the forex market, just by the traders and coupled with the AI technology. Yeah, and they position themselves to provide the best education as possible to fit your need wherever you are in terms of your knowledge of the forex market. Yeah. So with that being said, getting into the people behind this company now. So they would have put together a team of professionals and experts, all right, in different aspects. So we have the network marketing, the project management, the financial market, even in the educational arena. All right. I continue to say this. People continue to ask if it is all of these things are necessary, and I continue to say definitely. Why is that? Because you want to get the best, and you want to get the best consistently. You want to be effective as possible. So who would have put this team together? The founders. All right. The first founder is Mr. Huasca Lopez. He is a network marketer. He's a successful entrepreneur. This guy is really sincere. He's passionate. He's humble about helping people. He really cares about the people. And I'll get into how it is the setup of the system of the company would show that they care about the people. All right. The next founder is Mr. Edwin Abad. Mr. Edwin Abad is the VP Trading of Operations. This is the guy who basically runs or manages the team of traders. He is passionate about forex trading, and him together with the team have a combined experience of over 25 years. So they're not just skilled, they have some experience in the field, and they're passionate about what it is they're doing. As for the physical location of the company, the headquarters is based in Panama City, Panama. All right. So later this year, we'll be having, later, Lord willing, we'll be having our opening ribbon cutting ceremony concerning the office, and they'll be relaunching different things, and that is something to look forward to. So you have a company where we continue to upgrade different things in the system, which shows that they are adapting, which shows that they are growing, which shows that they are here for the long term. Yeah, those things you want to keep in mind as well. So how do you get started with Cash FX? You purchase a contract. So there are 15 contracts in total. All right, 15 contracts in total, ranging from 300 all the way up to 100,000 contracts. When it is you purchase any one of these contracts, you get education. So there are 3 levels of education. The first level is the elemental plan, where it is you get started with any one of these contracts that you're seeing here, from the 300 to the 3,000 contract, you'll have access to this elemental series. All right. From the 5,000 all the way to the 20,000, you'll have access to the advanced series of education, or from the 30,000 all the way to the 100,000 contract, or what we like to call the gold standard, you will now have access to the Supreme Series of Education. Something to remember, whether you get started at any one of these contracts, let's just say you get started with one of the higher contracts, you will get all of the education from the beginning to that point. Whether you are upgrading, just know that you can move from one contract to the next. All right, that is an option. So when it is you purchase one of these contracts, let me tell you the two main ways in which it is you earn. Bare capital. So bare capital is after 3 business days of purchasing the contract, the traders get to work for you. Yeah, so when the traders trade for you, they promise you anywhere between 0 to 3% daily, a maximum of 15% for the week. So anywhere between 0 to 15% for the week. I'm going to show you some results in a while where it is you would see the level of consistency that this company continue to produce time and time again. If it is you think that this money is going too slow because this money would take some time over a period, and this would accumulate until it reaches 200%, then you could also tap into what it is we call the bull capital. Bull capital is basically sharing the opportunity with somebody else. When they get started, you receive commissions and you can earn up to 200% on the bull capital as well. There's also a rank system as well, rank levels, where it is you can climb the leadership board if it is interested in making the most out of this business. When I say make the most out of it, while I said that the network marketing aspect of the business is optional, there are people who are doing this and making this a full-time income. All right, so while you may be thinking about getting into something to get that extra income, people are doing this full-time and living off of this and even supporting their families as well. Yeah, so you want to keep that in mind. So what happens when you purchase a contract? We have, for example, the $1,000 contract here. So as I mentioned, the first thing is bare capital. How the contract splits up, we have 70% going towards our bare capital, going into the trading account for the traders to trade for you. Now, this goes into the broker account. CashFX is not the broker. CashFX is not licensed to trade. So you're going to hear a lot of things around the block, all right, where it is people talking and trying to pull down the company. But yet still, we have probably over 200, maybe even over 300,000 members globally right now. So while it is spreading like wildfire, you want to know that EverFX is the broker. All right, so you can do your own research on that. If it is interested in Spanish football, the EverFX is the sponsor of Sevilla FC. All right, that's a Spanish football club. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So the money goes into this trading account, 70% of your contract. They trade for you, and that would continue to accumulate over a period of time until it reaches 200%. In this case, $2,000. All right, so that's the bare capital. Now we have the bull capital. So where your SI money going? Next 30% is paid for your education. But as I mentioned before, that the CEO, the founders, they really care about the people. So check this out. The 100% of the education money doesn't go towards the company. 100% of that money goes towards the people. So if it is your share this business, 100% of the money goes towards the people. A percentage of that goes towards you for bringing in somebody, and the other percentage goes towards even you as well and the rest of the team. All right, so that's a unitable bonus that I'll get into shortly. So you get started with, or you sign up somebody with a $1,000 contract, you will receive $150 faster. If they renew or continue to upgrade, you will continue to earn commission. So this is not a one-time bonus. Yeah, and this would continue to accumulate until it reaches 200%. So you have 200% on the BA, 200% on the bull. It's no problem. Minimum, you can earn 200%, $2,000. What happens at this point in time? Now, I said that there are no monthly fees, but there is a 20% withdrawal fee. All right, and I'll show you where that money is going as well shortly. So what is going to happen at this point in time? What are my options? Option number one is this. You withdraw that money, 20% comes out, you have $1,600. So that's $1,000 that you put in, $600 profit, a 60% profit. Not bad at all. You can leave the company. It's good to know that you are not tied with the company for life. You are not obligated. You can leave at any point in time. All right. The second option is this. You can take 1,000, repurchase the same contract, repeat that process, and you have 600 in pocket. But you have a third option. I spoke about upgrading. So the company allows us the opportunity to now upgrade your contract by just paying the difference from the contract that you're on to the contract that you want to upgrade to, and also cater for your 20% withdrawal fee. So you don't have to let your contract expire. You can keep working your way up. All right, so just a visual of this. This is a roadmap to the 100,000 contract, even for those who started at the lowest contract, like myself. I started with this contract. All right, so you have the $300 contract. The amount you would need to upgrade is $250. Why 250? Because they have 50% as the 20% withdrawal fee, $50, sorry, as the 20% withdrawal fee, and the 200 as the difference to move from the 3 to the 5. Easy maths. Even if it is you get trouble with maths in school, here it is easy maths. Same thing, from the 500, you have $625 to move from the 5 to the 1,000. Why is that? $125, if it is you go on your calculator, you check it up, $125 is your 20%, and your 500 is the difference to move from the 500 to the 1,000. Easy math, right? So you want to keep that in mind. So we would have done up this average, this simulation here with an average weekly profit of 5%. The reason why we would have done that is because on a normal trading week, we haven't seen anything lower than 5%. All right? Real consistency here. So it will take you, even if it is you start at the lowest contract, just over 5 years to reach at a 100,000 contract, to keep upgrading. So as soon as you have the amount 250, you upgrade. And the company would have installed a new feature where it is you don't need to withdraw your money to upgrade. You can do it right from the back office. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes, depends on how long you take to log into your account. Yeah. So just over 5 years without putting in any more money into the business, one-time payment, and without bringing in anybody. If it is you start at a higher contract, or you put in money, or you refer persons to the business, then you would reach that much faster. Yeah. So let me talk about where that 20% goes, because I know some people has that problem of where that 20% is high. But check this out, 100% of that money, of that withdrawal fee, goes towards the people. I told you that these CEOs, these founders, these guys care about the people. They're not just saying it, they're not just saying that in their vision and their mission and so on. They really care about the people. Because check this out. You can calculate everything there. They're going to show you every single dollar goes back into this matrix. They're showing you how the money is split. Even in the matrix, the 3 by 10, every row increases by 3 down to 10 levels deep. They're going to show you that if anybody underneath there withdraws, how much percentage on the right-hand side there. If it is you're on your level 4, you receive 5% of how much ever money goes into the matrix. Real stuff, guys. And the reason why this would have been done up is because this was there to create a residual income for all of CashFX members. So this is not contributing to bulk capital, meaning if you're sharing the business with others, this is their capital. All of the members in the organization, whether you're bringing in people or not. All right, so there you have it. That's just proof for me that one, the company is here for a long time, and two, that the people behind the company is really sincere and caring about the people. All right, so about our uni-level bonus. When you get started with CashFX, how this works is you're an ace trader. The ace trader has access to 4 levels deep. So you decide to bring in your mom gets started. Your mom say, hey, this thing excited, let me share this opportunity. Your mom brings in your dad. So she tells your dad even before you tell your dad, right? So she brings in your dad gets started, your dad will be on your level 2. All right, your dad has a work colleague. His work colleague would be on your level 3. And if his work colleague bring in somebody else, then that person will be on your level 4. you would only have access to 4 levels deep. If somebody on your level 5 comes into the business, then you would not receive commissions for that. You want to know this. Why? Because in order to receive commissions, you would need to unlock or rank up. In order to rank up, you need to bring in a certain amount of business within a 30-day period. So the different ranks have different qualifications. All right. So when you hit the rank of executive, you unlock up to level 6. So once you have people on your level 5 and level 6, you will receive commissions. Once you hit the rank of manager, you would unlock up to level 8. For the rank of director, you would unlock up to level 9. For president, club ambassador, and global ambassador, you will unlock all the levels and receive commissions from all the persons in your organization. All right. So you unlock those levels, you open up those levels to receive commissions, and then you have different percentages for the different levels, as you would see on the screen there. Yeah. So these are the rank members, or the new updated of the rank members last end of month, when it is we would have gotten the update call from the CEO, from the marketing director, from the people behind the scenes. Yes, we get update calls every single month. So based on the rank members here, we had 38 new executives, 9 new managers, 2 new directors. Imagine, even in this crisis, people are succeeding. The Chinese have a saying that crisis, and another word for crisis is opportunity. So while people crying down and being negative in this crisis, people are taking advantage and making this an opportunity. And this is an opportunity for you here today. All right. So apart from hitting those ranks and unlocking those uni levels, the company recognizes your efforts, and you also receive a one-time prize. You also have an option with the prize. All right. So if you're in the rank of executive, you can take an iPad, the physical prize, or you can take 75% of the cash value, which is $675. Now, these figures here is US. I know some people call me and ask me after. This is not TT. All the figures on the screen is USD equivalent. All right. So you want to keep that in mind. So this is not subject to any 20% withdrawal fee. You receive that 100%. So you hit executive, you can take the iPad or $675. You hit manager, you can take a Rolex or $7,500. You hit director, you can take a travel pack for 2 for you and your significant other, or $11,250. You hit president club, you can take a Porsche, guys, a Porsche, or 75,000 US dollars. If it is in the rank of ambassador, you have a Ferrari or 150 US dollars. And I want to stop here for 1 minute or just a few seconds, because for the president club and for the ambassador, we have seen real people hit these ranks. And I'm stressing on these ranks in particular because you all see new executives, new managers, new directors. But for the president club and ambassador, you're seeing prizes like vehicles, not just any type of vehicles, but you have sports cars, you have Ferrari, you have Porsche, and these things are not cheap. If it is they decide to leave the company today, the vehicle is still theirs. All right. So we see real people getting these real prizes, and they are branding it with CFX because this is what CFX was able to do for them. All right. We have no global ambassadors, but for the person or persons who hit global ambassador, you will receive a Lamborghini or 375,000 US dollars. That's truly amazing. All right. So as we're stressing on real people hitting real ranks, we want to show some real results here. So because we're new into July, we will just show some months in the past. So for the month of June, we would have gotten 22.52%. And if you check it by weeks, you will realize that it is over 5% that we get in a week to make up this monthly total. All right. So for May, we had 21.58%. Look at the contract. Look at the returns. You are not doing anything to earn this money. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to log into your account. I have people in my organization who probably didn't even set up their account fully after the payment was made. Money started to generate for them. They didn't log in after that, and money is being made. Right? So April, we had 20.8%, March 23.99%, February 21.03%, January 21.78%. If that isn't consistency, then I don't know what is. All right, for the year of 2020, 329.54%. Yeah, that's real results, guys. No gimmicks, simply amazing. So after you hear all of that, how to get started? First and foremost, you acquire Bitcoin. All right, you acquire Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the method of payment. So while you see the US equivalent figures on the screen previously, now you need to acquire Bitcoin. So you need to pay in Bitcoin and you receive your payment in Bitcoin. So if you're not able to acquire Bitcoin on your own, no problem. We have leaders in the organization who buy and sell Bitcoin, so we can just go through them. When it is you get back to the person who would have invited you onto the call, let them know which contract you want to get started with, and then they would give you the TT equivalent accordingly. So you'll know what you're working with. All right. If you don't know what is Bitcoin, no problem. These are some facts. All right. Bitcoin facts comparing to the fiat currency or for the paper dollar, for the TT, for the US, for the whatever it is you use wherever you are. All right. So you can look at it here. You can take a screenshot. I wouldn't go through it because you would have heard in the video leading up to before we gotten started, you would see the information there. All right, and the world is being digitized as we know it. Yeah. So we just came from a weekend where we had that grand event. And I know we, not just us here in CashFX, in the company, but a lot of people who are ready to get started as well are so excited. All right. So apart from getting the Bitcoin, you get a referral link from the person who would have shared this opportunity with you. You do your registration and we make the payment for you. All right. Or you make your payment if you get in your own Bitcoin. And that's it. After 3 business days, traders get to for you. How you getting back your money? All money is paid in Bitcoin. As I said, you pay in Bitcoin, you receive Bitcoin. You can keep it in Bitcoin, partly in Bitcoin. If it is you want to get it back in TT or US, no problem. You can go back through the leaders, sell it to them. You will get your TT, they will wire the money to you. Or if it is you're on one of the higher contracts and you want to have your own way of doing things to conduct your transactions, you don't want to feel you're just uncomfortable in going through somebody else, that's not a problem. We can put you onto a global exchange MasterCard where you can upload your Bitcoin onto the card, go to any ATM and withdraw your money. Yeah. So it's simple. Or you can use it as a normal credit card. Once you upload your Bitcoin onto it, convert it to US, and you can order anything online. I have one, so I'm sharing this with conviction, knowing that it works. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. And that is it. That is what CashFX is all about. Hands-free income basically helps you to do what matters the most. So I want to thank you for your time, for taking this time, because it's not just about you giving me your time, but you actually giving yourself the time. You're investing your time to hear an opportunity that can potentially change your life. All right, I said potentially because it is all up to your decision now what it is you do with this information. If you have any questions at all, you can get back to the person who would have invited you onto this call, ask them your questions, and get started. We can't wait to welcome you onto the team. All right, you take care.